today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And finding the tight end Hooper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd down at 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This one swung out to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Meanwhile, Carr's throw into the hands of Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And this doesn't quite work out as well as planned. They'll forfeit a few yards as he's tackled just past the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. We're scoreless after 1. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They give it to Williams, running right. And they'll get this down to the 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Carr now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Javonte Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time. So many teams want the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Steps away to his left. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and goal, Carr, and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Go the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, and this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, Carr. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium. Houston on the road, taking on Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Ravens locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Flushed out. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And that is incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Carr's throw taken in by Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 14. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts forced out to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Hurts dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 31, Carr, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Lockett. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Cleveland, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,